Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Julian with me. We've just drawn 1-1 to Chelsea here at Stamford Bridge. I want to start where I know is going to make you smile. Gabriel Martinelli.
He's wonderful. I mean, I came to see you at half time. Yes.
And I'll be honest, I'll be truthful. I was criticising Martinelli because he lost a lot of his duels. I said it next to Robbie. I said, he's not really in this game. Gusto seems like he's getting the better of him. So I was like, he needs to step up.
You weren't the only one that was critical of him.
Oh.
And I think you were being led, because you're easily led sometimes.
No, I wasn't being led. That was my own thoughts. Who was next to me leading it?
Robbie.
No, he was actually... He actually didn't say much about Gabriel Martinelli. He was like, he's fine.
Yeah, he thought it and mentioned one thing, and then you carried on just to...
What did he mention?
He said exactly what you said.
No, yeah, he took it from me, the jewels. That's what I was the one that said it. He took it from me.
All right, but between the two of you, you were both very critical of the player that I thought was one of the best players on the pitch.
He didn't. Martinelli, if you watch the game, he was losing a lot of his duels at the beginning. He wasn't really in the game, if I'm being real. He had the shot that hit straight at the keeper. I like Lee said, it's like he had the safety on. Didn't put it in the corner, hit straight at him, just kind of build confidence. So that was clear until the goal.
Okay, so let's get the negative out of the way for Martinelli in that first half. If it was Thierry Henry, yes, he opens his body up and he puts it in the corner. But he's not Thierry Henry.
Well observed.
Okay. The difference is, Thierry Henry wouldn't have run back the whole length of the pitch, and Thierry Henry did put effort in. He's no Mesut Ozil, but the thing that I take from that first half, and what I remember of the first half, was Neto. I didn't realise how good,
very good player,
good that guy was. Absolutely incredible. Just made mincemeat of Ben White, put the ball in. I thought it was an absolute sitter that Chelsea were going to score from that cross. Yeah. And Martinelli just comes the whole length of the pitch, and you can't say that he kind of headed the ball over or whatever, but his mere presence stopped an absolute, stonewall Chelsea goal. So yes, for all the he was no Thierry Henry when he didn't open his body up, and I've seen players miss, and he did miss. It wasn't the best of finishes. He still had a dramatic effect on the first half.
I'll give you that.
Good.
Because I think we actually compliment Martinelli's defensive work a lot of the times. And you're right in that stage. I was going to kind of argue and say, Gusto, terrible. To miss that. But you're saying the presence from Martinelli allowed him to get over the bar. We'll give you that. I can see to that.
Yeah.
But his defensive work is very good. We can commend him for that. But him getting that goal, how important, massive for him and his confidence.
Yeah, it was massive. I do want to come on to that goal as well. But I also want to talk about the reasons maybe why Martinelli isn't as effective coming forward, and most people that watch football will see the exciting parts of football, the bits where players do score goals, the parts when players do put a great ball in and it becomes an assist. Now, Martinelli has benefited from Calafiori being on at left back, and now Timber's at left back. Timber isn't left-footed, so Timber has to come inside, so there is no overlaps. So he's playing very much. So when you see with Saka, he's got this relationship with Ben White. Ben White goes on the overlap. He takes some of the emphasis off. It's a little bit of a distraction. Whereas when Martinelli gets the ball, he hasn't got that same support network on that side.
Timber does underlap though. I know what you're saying, overlap, he going around the outside of him, but Timber in that game was very much getting forward, inverting and underlapping. So there is an option there. And so I don't know if I can concede to that fact, but you're bringing up Martinelli, and you're right.
And we haven't even got onto the goal yet.
Well, let's get onto it.
Okay, so this is what everyone sees, is that he scores a spectacular goal. But it wasn't just from him, it was the ball from Odegaard.
Yeah.
It was just fabulous. It was almost like in slow motion. I thought, to begin with, and I was on that side, I had the most perfect view of him. It was wonderful. But, the ball comes across, and I thought he hesitated a bit.
He did, because I think they're both, Saka and him were deciding who's going to take the ball, and then Martinelli took it.
Yeah, and Martinelli takes it, and he beats the goalkeeper, and it was the reason you come to football.
Look at you.
It was. I mean, that's why we come. You can talk about all the tactical nuances of the game, the overlap, the underlap, the inverted fullback, but ultimately, I come to football to see Arsenal score. And I also come to see my favourite players. And Martinelli is my favourite player, and he scored a wonderful goal, and it made me very, very happy.
So if you was in Mikel Arteta's shoes, would you have taken him off?
I trust in Arteta as well, and he was also proved to be quite correct because Trossard came on, and I thought Trossard played really well. And he was very much on the front foot, and the way that he played, he took gambles. He wasn't defensive minded. He was willing to take the gamble, and we nearly scored a couple of goals because of it.
Julian, we didn't win today. Do you still believe that Arsenal go on and obtain the Premier League title, or is it still a long way to go? Where are you at? Because there's a draw today.
There's a long way to go. We're 9 points off it. There's a few things that Robbie says that I agree with, but if it was Man City 9 points ahead, then you'd probably concede that it's pretty much over. But with Liverpool, I'm not saying Liverpool aren't playing well, but Liverpool aren't.
Are we disrespecting? A lot of people have said that, but are we disrespecting Liverpool here because they seem like everything's clicking, or is it just why? Because they've done these title challenges before.
Because they haven't got the history that Manchester City have got, the recent history, and it is still early days. And if I go back to, you always, for me, revert back to past experiences, and I've had a lot of past experiences. And if I look back to 1998. In March, then I think Arsenal were 12 points behind Manchester United. There was a bookie up north, I think it was in Manchester, called Fred Dunn. Yeah, it was Fred Dunn, and he actually paid out.
Yeah, that's right.
And Arsenal went on to win the league.